What's going on, guys? Alex at Hypnotech. My Lenovo Chromebook Duet came a little bit late, so I'm a little late to the party, but nonetheless, I'm excited to take a look at this particular Chromebook, just like a lot of you out there are probably feeling that too. So this has a MediaTek Helio P60T processor. So a MediaTek processor, that means this is it has an ARM GPU, so I do anticipate that it's going to handle Android apps rather decently. So I'm excited to take a look at this. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage. Here is the packaging. It's kind of like a Surface style prop up device. And ooh, look at that. I I am digging the dual tone already. So I am a huge fan of dual tone devices. That's why I really like the Pixel. This feels really nice in the hand. Look at that dual. Wow. Okay, I like this a lot already. I really like this like baby blue color. It's beautiful. And it feels somewhat hefty. It's for 279 device. This does not feel like a $279 device. It's a all aluminum chassis. The body, the frame, it feels solid. And this this unboxing experience actually looks Apple-esque. It looks actually very good. I'm pleasantly surprised. What's in here? Okay, this has to be all the accessories. So, yeah, here we go. This is the keyboard. So this is that Surface style keyboard, or like the Pixel Slate. It has a trackpad on it, which is very, very good. We always want a trackpad included with our keyboard. And yeah, I guess that's where the magnetic tab goes, and these are the keys, and it's kind of plasticky, but that's what we expect here. There's doesn't seem like any rubber stoppers on the bottom, so it lays flat on the table. And then this, I assume, is the magnetic back cover. So you do have to plug this, or not plug this in. It magnetically clips onto the back of your tablet. This is a nice kind of fabric case. Yeah, I guess it doubles up as a case, and that's a soft fabric on the other side, and it should just magnetically clip. Yeah, there we go. It clips on, snaps right into place. Look at that. Pretty sturdy, actually. That's strong. Those are strong magnets there, and it leaves the ports exposed for you to do it. So it is a back shell, if anything. And then we also have some paperwork. We're very familiar with Chromebooks, by the way, guys. Chrome OS runs exactly the same on all devices, so we don't have to worry about that. And here we have our cable. So we have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack adapter to USB-C, and this should be a C to, I believe, yeah, C to A cable. So C to A brick. All right, so let's pull that back cover off again and take a look at this really quickly. We have a camera back here. Nobody cares about the camera, honestly. We don't use cameras on the tablet or laptops anyway, but it has a little bit of camera hub. Reminds me a little bit of the iPhones and the Pixels, and it looks kind of nice. Lenovo branding there. Not a lot of branding, just that and the Chrome branding, and it's very clean, and I like that there's no Lenovo branding on the front screen area because there's not much bezel here, but in the past, you do see a lot of branding on things. So I do like that there's rarely any branding. There's a USB-C port there, power button, and volume rockers on one side. On the bottom, there's magnetic connector for the keyboard, and then we have our audio at the very top, stereo audio at the top. So it's pretty nice feeling. I gotta say, it feels nice, and the magnetic class is very strong on this. So I do like the back cover. It adds a little bit of thickness. I'm actually okay with that, honestly. Let's snap the keyboard on to take a look at it. Okay, easily snaps into place. And then there's a little latch right there that you just pull up, just like on the Surfaces. It's a hinge. Like, if you didn't know that that was there, you wouldn't have seen it. But when you actually pull it up, you do kind of see a crease going up there. So I originally didn't even, when I first laid eyes on it, I didn't even know it opened up like that, and I realized, oh shoot, this does do that. So that's how I flipped it out like this. So yeah, I kind of like this feel. Oh, it just detached right there. So it is a little slippery. I had this problem with other devices like this, like the Pixel Slate. And if you follow the channel and you watch my Chromebook reviews, and I hope you do, please subscribe if you like stuff like this. I wasn't a fan of the Pixel Slate. I don't really like this form factor, but this is $279. So since it's so much cheaper, I think I will be okay with it. I'm actually already very impressed with the build quality as it is. And this comes with the keyboard and that back case thing, or whatever that shell is. You can also fold it all the way there, but at this point, why would you even fold it with a keyboard on? You can just detach it from its magnetic holder and use it as a tablet. So you don't really need to fold it backwards like that. It's just a nice little tablet. Let's boot this baby on, and I'm also going to take a look a little more closely at the keyboard and the trackpad, because that's something very important to me, at least. So the keys are obviously plastic key. It's not backlit, and it is rather tight. It's not like a full-size keyboard because this is a rather smaller device. It's a 10.1-inch screen, so that means that the keyboard has to fit within that 10.1-inch area. And we do have all the keyboard shortcuts on here that work, so that's also great. Now that this is actually booted up, this is Chrome OS, right? Chrome OS is exactly what it is. We do have the Google Android Play Store, so that means we have access to all these apps that we need to make this Chromebook functional and much better than what it would be on Chrome OS by itself. We're very used to this, very accustomed to this. I love Chrome OS apps. It seems to flow pretty well right now, even though it's a MediaTek processor, and we do kind of frown upon MediaTek. But for Chromebooks, this actually might be a blessing in disguise. I'm actually very interested in actually downloading some apps and actually playing with the games and just testing it out like I would on my Pixelbook Go, which is my favorite Chromebook right now. So typing experience, let's check it out right now. The keys, a little mushy, a little soft. The trackpad too, I don't know. I don't know about that. But hey, you know what? The page actually load really quickly. Like, The Verge is a very populated page. It does take a little bit of effort to load it. Look, it's loading pretty quickly. So not too bad there. At least first impressions with only one tab open, of course. It does seem not too bad. Now, the trackpad... See, this is where it's like, Alex, dude, it's $279. You gotta give it a break. So I gotta try to get used to this because I am coming from the Pixelbook Go, which is absolutely the best trackpad on any Chromebook. And at least this has gestures. It has all the gestures. It actually feels pretty good to use. This Duet trackpad. It's just a little cheap feeling, a little clicky. All the keys feel like that too. It feels a little mushy on the keys. But once again, $279. So on my full review, I do think I'm going to actually say pretty good things about this. I just have to get used to using this once again. One thing that looks kind of weird to me, though, is they kind of had to compact the keys. The plus minus buttons and the backslash button, they're so small, they're so tight. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. I know this for sure. It's not the same size as the number keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 9, and 0. Right after 9, the minus, plus, and the backspace is so much smaller. The arrow keys are fine. I can make do with that. Now, this hinge part, it's pretty sturdy. It feels pretty sturdy. It gives you a couple different angles. You can do a couple different angles on here. Look how many different angles you can get this at. And it does seem pretty sturdy. You can still touch the screen and it holds it in place. It's very strong in how it props up. So in terms of that, I am rather impressed with it right now. So when you remove the tablet from the magnetic keyboard, you get the Chrome OS tablet mode. So Duet is basically like all the other Chrome tablets. You have this kind of swiping motion. You swipe up to go back to your home menu, just like you would on your Pixel phones. Now, one thing I don't like about the tablet modes, and I've said this before, is you can't change your home menu. It's all laid out with the apps, just like on Apple. You can't change that, and that's just what this tablet mode is like. You get your pinch to zoom features; they all work. I do like the screen quality too. It's 1920 by 1200. It looks pretty decent here. You swipe up and hold to go to recent apps, just like you would on a lot of these swiping gesture mechanics that we've been doing. Now, I have a video here. Once again, 1920 by 1200 on a 10.1-inch display. Colors are okay. I mean, it's a little cool. Not as saturated as something like the Pixelbook Go, but it looks pretty good from initial impressions. Like watching videos on this, it's a 1080. It's a 1080p display. We're past these smaller. Like, I remember a time where 10-inch, it's automatically 720 and below on Chromebooks. So now I'm glad to see this. The viewing angles look pretty good. I think we're going to have a pretty good viewing experience here. But yeah, that does it for me. That's the Chromebook Duet unboxing video. I'm going to have the full review coming out in the coming weeks, so be sure to come back for that. Be sure to watch our other Chromebook videos in the meantime. I'm Alex with Tech, and I'll see you guys very soon.
And that's it. Be sure to subscribe here. Hit the bell button so you don't miss any of our videos. And check out our other videos right here. Until next time,